Hello student, welcome to the online classes. Today we will learn computer system in software terms. Okay, now see. First, what is hardware? Okay, now hardware is a physical component of a computer which we can able to see or touch, like keyboard, mouse, RAM, ROM. Okay, all are hardware. Okay, now come to the mainly we will focus that is software part. Okay, now come to the types of software. Okay, before going to the types of software, let me explain what is software. Software is set of program or instruction which govern the hardware of a computer, laptop or mobile. Okay, now see what is set of program, what is set of instruction. Okay, program consists set of instruction, that is this program. Okay, which I will explain later. Okay, now see, there are two types of software, that is types of software are two types. One is system software, another one is application software. Okay, now see what are the system software. There are three types of system software. Okay, the operating system, language processor, utility software. Okay, so all of you know operating system. Okay, now what is operating system? Operating system is a software which acts as an interface between hardware and user. Okay, suppose we have phone. So hardware are RAM, ROM. Okay, all these are hardware part. So who will responsible for to utilize this hardware part? So mainly the operating system. With the help of operating system, we are able to use the hardware part. Okay, now everyone got what is meant by operating system. Operating system is a interface between user and hardware which utilize the hardware part. Okay, that is a operating system. Okay, now see operating system. Operating system like Windows, Android, Ubuntu. Latest version Windows is 10. Okay, latest version is Android is 9. Okay, Ubuntu. Okay, all are operating system. When we are using laptop, we have Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 9. Okay, these are operating system. Okay, when we are using mobile phone nowadays, okay, this is the Android operating system. Okay, now Ubuntu for Linux. Those who are using Linux, this is the Ubuntu is also operating system. Okay, now come to the second part, that is language processor. Now see what is language processor. Language processor are mainly three types. Okay, assembler, interpreter, compiler. What are the function of these three? Okay, assembler, interpreter, compiler. Now suppose I have written one simple program. Okay, to add. Okay, that is to add. Okay, for addition part. Okay, let's understand what is this language. Okay, what is inside this program. This is simply to add two numbers. Okay, to add two numbers, that is x is maybe you can take 10. Okay, y you can maybe take 30. Okay, sum will be x plus y, that is 10 plus 30. How much we are getting? 40. That is the program. Okay, that is a simple program which is written in C++. Okay, now see, we have to first define x y sum. X y sum, that is in means integer. Okay, now C out means enter the value of x. See, we have entered the value of x, that is 10. Okay, now enter the value of y. Now we have to enter the value of y, that is 30. Okay, it will do sum. It will automatically do sum and will give result, that is 40. That is a simple program written in C++. Okay, so see, this is the instruction. Okay, in program there is a many instruction. Okay, now see what is the assembler function. So this is the high level language. Okay, the A B C D, the human being which we can able to read, that is a high level language. And there is another language, that is machine level language or binary level language, which understand only by computer. Okay, so like 0 and 1s are binary level language. So this this will understand by computer learning. Okay, human being cannot able to understand this language. That is a 0 and 1. Okay, so this instruction first will convert into assembly level language. Okay, that means it is a computer level language. That is a language of computer. Okay, just above the machine level language. First language is high level language, then assembly level language, then machine level language. That is a binary level language. Okay, this is ABCD. Okay, this is assembly level language are different, like something like that. Okay, and this is a binary for 0 and 1. Okay, now see, first this instruction will convert into assembly level language. Okay, now see, after converting assembly level language, it will convert to the binary language. Who is responsible to convert this assembly level language to the binary level language? That is a assembler. Okay, the instruction which convert from assembly level language to the binary or machine level language is responsible assembler. Okay, that is responsible for assembler level language will be responsible for to convert the assembly level language to the machine level language. Okay, now see, what is the interpreter? Interpreter means same. This is also a language processor. Okay, see, when we are writing the program, we have to careful about the syntax. Okay, this is the semicolon. Okay, so when we are writing sentence, we have to full stop. Okay, similarly in programming we have semicolon for this. If I miss this semicolon, the interpreter will reflect error part. Okay, in my desktop part, in my screen. Okay, so see, what is the function of interpreter? Interpreter will first check this line. If this is line okay, then it will come to the next line. Okay, if this line is okay, then it come to the next line. If I am missing semicolon here, then immediately reflected to my screen and show me 1, 2, 3. Line number 3 has error. Okay, only line number 3 has error. It will indicate. We have to check it again, and then I am missing semicolon. Then save it and compile it. Okay. So interpreter mainly check syntax line by line. Okay, that is the function of interpreter. Now come to the compiler. Compiler will check. Do not check line by line. It will compile whole program. Okay, at a time. Then reflect the line number 3 has error together. Line number 9 has error. Okay, together it will reflect the error. It will not check line by line. It will compile whole program at a time. Okay, that is the function of compiler. Okay, now come to the third part. That is utility software. Okay, now what is utility software? Utility software is a system software. Okay, system software because it manages the file inside the laptop. Okay, whenever we insert the pen drive, it will automatically scan the pen drive and detect the virus. If there is virus, it can remove from the system. Okay, that is the utility software or function. Okay, that is a utility software function. It will manage the file inside the laptop or computer or mobile phone. Okay, or it will scan the virus, it will clean the virus. That is the function of utility software. Okay, I think this part is over. Now come to the application part. Okay, now see, today most of the people are using mobile phone. Okay, so all have app in mobile phone like WhatsApp, Facebook app. Okay, this is the app. So this is the application software. Application software mainly for the app. Okay, app. Nowadays we have Facebook app, WhatsApp app. Okay, now just recently Sikkim government launched one app for learning, online learning. Okay, that is EduTech app. This is also app. Okay, for app is mainly made for mobile phone. Okay, now IRCT app. IRCT app means where we can buy online ticket for train. Okay, that is IRCTC app. So all these are about app.